Here we go.
The only one I'm having a problem
We're
with.
recording, boys, so welcome to the podcast today. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the video. Oh, wait. Hold on. Forgot something.
No.
He's
Oh,
done.
no, not again.
No. We're bringing it, boys. We're bringing it. It's Christmas
Thank you for
time.
watching, everybody. And,
We're back with another podcast. And we're bringing you actual
have
content soon because we
news.
feel like it.
The
I know
news.
why. We have been out for a while.
Jake Paul.
I love it. Okay,
Fighting Trayton
more
Woodley
news.
again.
Let's get right on into
No,
it.
I'm not really
fight.
feeling it. Why would they?
Who cares? We wanted him to see his butt get beat by Tommy Fury, and then medical complications came up. Do we believe it?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's a professional boxer compared to Jake Paul, so Jake Paul would back out of it compared to Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury, I think, was like Tommy Fury's. It is his life. So Jake Paul, it's just a side hobby. So yeah.
Bet.
Big fights. So he actually had a medical thing 2 weeks into training and had to call off the fight 4 weeks after he couldn't really get any better. So that means the fight's off. And now in place of Tommy Fury, it is Trayton Woodley. And he really didn't have to get the Jake Paul tattoo. He literally just had to ask for the rematch after Tommy Fury left. So then he took his spot. Jake Paul must be very desperate now.
Just to do anything, pretty much.
Yeah, Jake Paul's trying right now to get clout, but it's just not working anymore. Like, I think he realized that the boxing gig is not working anymore, and it's just kind of done for him. It's not bringing him the attention he wants constantly. So, yes, that's the thing. That's the thing.
It is indeed.
But hey, we have a lot of news. We have a lot to cover. How many weeks were we out?
I have no idea. I am just getting our jersey reveals ready.
Oh boy, we got a
So I'm
jersey
just
review.
downloading
We got
some
everything.
jerseys and stuff.
So we were out for a little bit there. We were
What
out
have you been up to?
belling.
What have you been up to?
Nothing much. I've been watching sports. Being sick on Thanksgiving, that was a fun thing. So yeah, we missed Thanksgiving and all that. We didn't do a turkey Thanksgiving special. Well, but we are bringing new content soon.
We are?
Yeah, we are. I heard there's something in the works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where can we expect to see this on now?
I believe it is the actual Steelman channel. I believe.
The resurrection.
Yeah.
The resurrection.
Yeah. I think there's gonna be a Kenny Pickett something on there. I don't know. Could be possible.
Are you telling me that there is going to be a Kenny Pickett sighting
There could be.
on the Steelman?
There could be
Okay.
a Kenny Pickett sighting on the regular
Okay.
Steelman channel. Just what I heard. Just what I heard. But so I want to get into actually football and before we get into hockey. I think we can wait for the jersey review because I want to get into this. I want to first look at college football because this is like top notch. We got to talk about this because it's great. We're going into it's great because Kenny Pickett for Heisman. Oh, yes.
Of course.
Now, there was something that happened this weekend. It was called the invention of the fake slide. And so
Seriously?
yeah, Kenny Pickett did it, which is I think a very good case for him to win. And
I think
the
so.
only person I thought that would have been closer than him or close to him would have been Ritter from Cincinnati, but then again, they don't really accept.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought because if you see him play, he's definitely like a really good engine of the Cincinnati team, but then again, a lot of the other players that are on the American Conference don't get respect. You have to be in the literal Big Five.
yeah.
And somehow,
SEC.
hold on, Alabama is first. I understand why Alabama first, but I don't understand why Alabama first. Like, this is my theory. They don't want Georgia and Alabama to play again right after each other. They think that they're going to get a Georgia-Alabama final again, so they're going to do it that way, so they can get all SEC teams because they favor SEC. But the thing is there's the good old friends of Michigan and Cincinnati that have claimed 2 spots in the playoffs. Will we see the only undefeated team left in the whole college playoffs that is in 4th place, the 13-0 team, beat the number 1 Alabama?
Here's what I want from you.
Mm-hmm.
We have Alabama versus Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
We have Michigan versus Georgia. Give me your thoughts.
Predictions. Okay. Thoughts. So, I really hate to say this, but the only reason I think Alabama probably is going to win it is due to the refs. Because there was, in the Arkansas game, the announcers for even Alabama were actually saying, what the heck was that call? So that means that the refs are actually trying to help Alabama. But you know what I think? I think the 13-0 team's just going to be like, you know what? We want some respect. Put it on our name, Cincinnati. I think is going to win. I think Cincinnati's going to surprise them. I think Alabama's not going to be ready for how good Cincinnati is. I really don't think they're going to be ready for that. Now, the other one is a bit closer. I think the Michigan and Georgia is a bit tougher to decide here because we got a battle on our hands right here. We got a pretty dang good battle. And personally, I will be
quite honest with you, in this game, I think Michigan is the underdog. Georgia should be.
Michigan is the underdog. Though I think Cincinnati is technically not the underdog, but it still kind of is an underdog story. But they don't really get the option to play any big teams. That's the problem. Is if they probably played a big team. Now remember last year in a bowl game versus Georgia, they only lost by 3 points. Last year. This year they totally undefeated. Oh, and by the way, they were undefeated last year too. So
they have a pretty good streak going.
Yeah, except they lost to Georgia in the bowl game, but it's just like 12-0 and then accidentally loses a bowl game. But hey, they made it into the playoffs, so it's actually going to be watched. But if Alabama and Georgia wins, nobody's going to watch the final. So you're gonna. I don't know. I just don't. I don't want to see Alabama and Georgia again for no, wait. So, did we skip a year where that had, or was that last year with Georgia and Alabama? No, we skipped a year.
Georgia and Alabama ever.
No, that was the year before. That was 2019 they played. But the Michigan and Georgia game, I am leaning a little more towards Michigan. A little more. Due to the fact that I think they got they are second place, but I think they got something to prove too, because and Big Ten, and they're trying to claim a spot. But it's going to be a tough battle. I think it's going to only be decided by a field goal, to be honest. That game is going to be decided by a field goal. So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm rooting for underdogs, so it's probably not. It's probably going to be Alabama and Georgia, but I'm praying that it's Cincinnati and Michigan for the final. That would be a beautiful freaking final ever.
That'd be cool. That
would be beautiful.
Yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Different.
A lot of ratings would go up.
Yeah, maybe. For me though,
yeah.
I'll just go through mine real quick. Alabama, Cincy.
Yeah.
Cincy deserves to be there,
Yeah.
after what they've been through.
Alabama.
But there's a reason Alabama's the number one team.
Yeah.
There's a reason. That is their Heisman quarterback, Bryce Young, their Heisman finalist.
Oh, Heisman finalist. Oh, sorry. No, Kenny Pickett's getting that, bud.
He's actually projected over Kenny Pickett to get the Heisman, which is a little disappointed.
Because,
right now.
hold on.
Like Kenny Pickett
here's my thought on the Heisman. Wait. I'll wait to get into that. You know what? We'll wait to get into that debacle, because I'm about to unleash.
Cincinnati's cool. They're good. There's a reason why they're 4. They have Desmond Ridder. He's been, doing real good. But Alabama is just a very good team all around, and they beat a Georgia team who was unstoppable, literally unstoppable. I think it's going to be a good game, to be honest. Probably not as good as the Michigan and
Georgia game.
Georgia game, but I'm gonna say if you want to score prediction, let's go with 28-17, something like that. Okay.
Or
If
could we see
Alabama-
Utah situation versus Oregon?
If Alabama plays versus Texas A&M, versus Texas A&M, then Cincinnati is gonna steamroll 'em.
Imagine Cincinnati is just like we are. Texas A&M comes in and just totally.
Cincinnati's kind of a sneaky team.
Yeah,
so
they're a
we'll
sneakily good team. They're like
because
every time you think they're gonna lose, like with the Houston, I was like, okay, what's happening here in the first half? They were like, you're like, what's happening here in the first half? A 21st team is like barely losing to a ranked team, and then all of a sudden Cincinnati's just like, yeah, no, bah, and just scored a bunch of points.
Okay, so long story short, Alabama over Cincinnati. Michigan, Georgia. This is gonna be the better game.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be the better game.
Georgia steamrolled everybody, but we all saw their weaknesses last week versus Alabama, and maybe it just took an Alabama type team to beat Georgia, and maybe they will,
miraculously come back.
Like, there's this guy on Michigan. There are two guys. Michigan has like this defensive guy. I forget how to say his name, Thibodeau or something like that.
Yeah.
He's a Heisman finalist as well, the only defensive one. But they also got Hassan Haskins, their running back, who literally took, I think, 4 or 5 touchdowns against freaking Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Help get the Big Ten championship game. I think you use that recipe of Hassan Haskins, run it down their freaking throat. Like the Patriots.
199 stop him. 199 stop him on Georgia. You seen that man? You seen that man? Holy crap. That man is huge. Oh God. You see pictures of him. They were like, he was just like the one dude on the one I was seeing a video on him. And he's like, as you can see the picture here, it is a picture of a 6'3" dude, 315 pounds, and number 99. And number 99. And my man's like twice the size. Literally. He like ate him for breakfast. But my man probably just could pick up one of the offensive linemen and just shove him. I mean, seriously, my man is just that huge. Because I was watching the game, the Alabama versus Georgia game, and all you saw was number 99, just the offensive line, and then defensive line, and then number 99.
Yeah.
He just like overlooked everybody.
So basically, I'm gonna have Michigan beating Georgia.
Ooh, Michigan versus Alabama.
I'm gonna have 1 versus 2, so not really underdog per se, but like Michigan, I feel is the underdog. And if that gets to the championship game, which it might, that could be a good championship game.
Yeah.
Harbaugh versus Saban.
Oh boy. Oh
Alabama wins. Okay,
yeah.
So moving on.
One Harbaugh always gets one big game per month, so he probably is cashing his big game in then. So we might not see him win the final. Depends on if he cashes in or not.
If we're going by that, then it's gonna be Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah. But let's hope they recash it in and just the Ravens lose. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so on to this debacle. The Heisman winners. The Heisman finalists. The Final Four. Pick it to win it.
I couldn't have said it any better.
Pick it to win it. See, the thing is
You want to see this fake slide here? Let's just pull the thing up. Why not?
We're focusing on. We can focus on one person. Woo. Oh boy. Show non-video participants. Way. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Let's just if no one saw this.
So as we can see here, a nice little slide here. Oh, he's going for the slide. Oh no, wait, hold on. He yeeted him. He's down. He's going to 20, 10, and almost into the touchdown.
And like if you look here, slow it down right here. Look at this celebration, and we're gonna see it here.
And everybody is going crazy in the stands.
This right here is the moment. He knew he was dead. He was done. Dang, here's the fake slide.
That was the moment Kenny Pickett knew he had won the Heisman. Just not only was that the day, was not only the game that he invented this fake slide, but he also broke Dan Marino's record for passing touchdowns. Yes, you heard me right. He broke another record yet again. And if he doesn't get the Heisman, I want to find the person that chooses the Heisman and give him a few words of my thing, because he has broken tons of Pitt records, and if he doesn't get it, it's bad. He and to have your name, have Kenny Pickett, his name. Now, think about this. Next to Dan Marino. He broke Dan Marino's record. Just hit
and
the name alone.
Time, you know what they're going to do?
What?
I know what it's going to be. It's going to be Bryce Young from Alabama, even though he has a better team.
Yeah.
They didn't play that many better people. You know? Georgia.
Yeah, but
that was probably like by far.
He still didn't look good in that game.
Still too many, and there were still like they lost to Texas A&M.
Yeah.
The only reason Pitt lost, it's not because of Kenny Pickett.
No.
If you look at those two losses, they're shootout games.
Yeah, they're literally together. And they were coming back from Miami, too. They were coming back that game, too. They come back, try to take the lead, get there, and then it's just shootout after that. Like, that offense is, like, if you paired that with any of the, like, a actual good defense, like, not saying an actual good defense, but a defense that's, like almost like Cincinnati's defense or, like, a Georgia's defense with those guys, just imagine what they could do. They would run up the score so high. The thing is we look at Alabama's scores and we realize they didn't win 77-7 one game. They never crossed the 70 marker or even 60 marker. Pitt did that in like the second game of the season. Now, it was
still like lesser competition, but still.
But Alabama plays a lot of lesser competition, and they're the number 1 seed. So you expect them to beat some of those lower dudes at least by 60. And so, yes, my case for Kenny Pickett is he broke tons of records at Pitt and has literally led Pitt to a 10-11 win season, winning the ACC championship.
To put it into perspective, there was one person out of everyone they polled during the preseason, one, who said that Pitt was going to win the ACC Coastal. That's not the ACC.
Yeah.
That's just to make it into the championship.
Oh, yeah. And did they do it? Oh, yes. But then they were like, that's not enough. Let's win the AFC. Let's win the whole thing. Might as well. They went, yeet. Kenny Pickett was like, Kenny Pickett. Yeah. Kenny Pickett off the bat.
Ended up number 12 in the final college football playoff rankings, which could be, depending on how they expand, could have been good enough to be in the playoffs.
What we saying? Pitt's pretty good this year? Come on.
What was the last time they were in the playoffs?
No. And then also the fact that, like, it's not the fact that, like, Kenny Pickett has, like, 1 games, 10 games. It's the fact that it doesn't matter what game it is. He has broken a record in almost every single game. He has broken a record. And, like, and the fact of that, and have your name with Dan Marino, I'm sorry, but how can you not? How can you not? Like, what have we heard from the other Heisman players? Like, have they broken records? Now they're at Alabama, they're at Michigan. The dude did it with Pitt. The dude did it with Pitt. I'm not saying they're not bad or anything. I'm just saying he did it with Pitt. You don't expect him to do it with Pitt. So,
These other schools, what? We're looking at Alabama.
Yeah.
We're
Michigan.
At Michigan. We're looking
Ohio
at
State. And then we're looking at Pitt.
Now,
it's got to count for something.
And this is the award, not really for most valuable player per se, but it's for the best overall player. If it's MVP, it is easily him.
Yeah.
The only reason we're having this discussion is because it's best overall player.
Yeah. And my man, it's not the fact of breaking records. It's not the fact. He's just good. He's just good every single game. He doesn't have an off game. I think didn't he like hurt his back at the start of the Wake Forest game, something like that, after that run? What did he do? He decided, oh, I hurt my back? Well, let's just throw a few more touchdowns and win the game. Like, at first you're just kind of like, oh, kind of Pitt's out of it. And then Pitt's like, oh, no, hold on a second. We'll do it real quick.
Pitt, hold my beer.
Kenny Pickett's like, Kenny Pickett at the start of the Pitt game was like, hold on. Hold my beer, coach. I got to go do something real quick. Literally the first freaking play of the game. The first play.
One of the first.
And RG3 was just like, my man has just crossed them all. Oh my gosh, he invented the fake slide. I was like, my man was like a kid in a candy shop when he saw that crap. I mean, seriously. And we all know if it was Clemson with a 10-2 season, they would be in the top 4. Think about it. Just think about it right now. Pitt going 10-2 doesn't even get a chance in the top 10.
Well, there's never been a 2-loss team to go into the playoffs.
Well, okay, but they've been in the top 10 with 2 losses. Can you guarantee that? Yes. So, when you see now, granted there is some really good teams in the top 10, but I have a thing about Pitt, and I think they deserve to be in at least the 10th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I felt sorry for Oregon.
Yeah.
First game versus Utah. You're thinking, you know what? They're going to do okay. But then Utah's like, hold on a second. Hold my beer. And then just proceed to crush them into the ground. Not only do they do this the day before, they play them in the championship. They then go and crush them in the championship.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just beautiful scenes from college playoffs. Beautiful scenes. I mean college football. But come on. Everybody just put Kenny Pickett for Heisman in the comments down below, because we need to get it. We need to get it going.
It has to.
Okay, moving on. You want to move on to NFL now?
NFL?
Yeah. NFL. So, how about them Lions? How about them Lions?
That's the win if I've ever seen one in my life. I mean, like, come on.
It's the fact that they had the 21, a 21-6 lead on them and blew that lead and then still won, which is funny. Like, how do you do that? How? Tell me how that's possible. Then again, you can ask the Ravens too. I mean, Lamar Jackson in the last few games alone, has not had a pass rating over 60%. Because I believe he was rated 57 in the last Steeler game, I think. What was he rated for the last one?
Paul said he can't throw.
Oh, and by the way, big games, he can't play. He can't play in big games. Steelers versus Ravens, big game. What does he do? Botches it. What do I say? To realize...
Now, here's an interesting fact about T.J. Watt, who forced... I'm going to say that heavily, actually. He forced that incompletion on the two-point conversion.
Oh, yes.
He's at 16 sacks right now.
Mm-hmm.
And... let's see. The Steelers played 12 games. T.J. Watt hasn't played 2 of them.
Oh.
He also
10
was
games.
hurt half of 2 of them. The Raiders when he left early for a groin injury.
He still probably got a sack in that game too.
The one he left early, I forget, like leg or lower body type of injury, you know.
Yeah. Groin injury, I believe. I think it was
Something
the
like
Browns.
that again.
I believe it was the Browns.
Yeah. But
my man was like
close to 9, probably like 9-ish games in all with leaving early and stuff.
Yes.
And he's got 16 sacks. record was set by Michael Strahan in 2001, and that is 22.5 sacks. Now the Steelers have 5 games left. He gets 7 sacks, and he breaks the record. Single season sacks.
You ready? You ready for my little dose of jokes here? I'm also gonna predict he probably is gonna get about 25. I think 25. I think
okay.
Because if he gets the amount of sacks he did in the Ravens game of 3.5.
Well, you gotta understand he was going against Villanueva too.
Yeah, Villanueva was the spy on the Ravens.
So.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we did have a spy there. But
he was very the best.
Yeah, but here's what I'm gonna say. So, to quote the one and only Pittsburgh dad, the doctor prescribed T.J. Watt with a little bit of playing time and a little bit of Lamar Jackson on the side. So yes, he did. Was prescribed a little bit of Lamar Jackson sacks. Yes, he did get prescribed that by the doctor, as quoted by Pittsburgh dad.
Well, now that we got through the Lamar Jackson sucks portion of the tape,
it's gonna happen every single day, every time he loses. No, I'm kidding.
About this interesting stat line, we all know the Patriots-Bills game. 14-10 Patriots.
Yep.
So there was a record set last night. A game 1 with the fewest passes attempted. Mac Jones, he attempted 3 passes. Completed 2 of them.
Just 3
yards.
Just 3. Just 3.
This is just something I thought was funny.
So we're gonna tune into this here. Hold on, let me bring it up. Okay. When you do nothing on the group project and still get an A. See, here's also okay. So, looking at this past draft class, I feel sorry for all the teams that have gotten quarterbacks this last draft because they got bums. They kind of got busts, to be honest.
Pretty much.
Now,
we're looking. Jaguars and Jets. I don't know if they're just like really bad teams, or Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson are just really bad QBs.
Here's
because Justin Fields, I think, is going to end up being the best.
Hold on. Here's the thought. You ready? You ready?
Jones are probably top 3.
Let me explain. So, Jets. We see they are 3-8. Now, the thing is they only got one of those wins with actually Zach Wilson. We realize this. We realized that Mike White got the other one. And I don't remember who got the other one because Flacco. I believe Flacco. Yeah, I think it was Joe Flacco. So we realize that Jets have such a bad first pick in Zach Wilson to the point where he's not making a difference when a second string QB comes in for him after he gets hurt. Now, nothing against the dude. Nothing against. But the fact that you are literally 3rd round pick, like 3rd in the draft, like overall. Second. Oh, no. Second. Oh, yeah, no, second. He went 2nd overall. And you cannot win more than one game. And the fact of your second stringer comes in and wins a game for you and then goes out on a game when he was still winning.
Yeah. Now, I don't remember who the team was that they all
Cincinnati
won.
Bengals.
All 3 QBs won against. Mike White won against the Bengals. Why isn't he starting?
Because he's hurt.
But here's the thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. You can't expect your rookie QB, especially when you're picking 2nd overall, to come in and completely change.
Yes. I don't expect them to change.
Playoffs or like Super Bowl, but like
I expect them to look a little bit better than that.
1 win. They had 3 at the end of last year, I think, like 2 or 3.
They had they had 1.
Easy.
They were 1-15. They were either 2 and.
No, they weren't. No, they
had 2. They had 2.
3. They had 3.
Oh, they had 3. Okay.
It's had 3. Yeah.
Oh, so they're not gonna change from last year.
Pretty much. And Trevor Lawrence, I have not been keeping up tabs because the Jaguars are just in general
so bad.
Their organization First off,
And the
Urban Meyer.
coach.
Why?
Coach is not. How is he not fired? How? Like, okay, see, when you expect a coach when you are losing very badly every single game. You expect that coach to be in the drawing room every single time, working to get the team better. Now, I'm not saying that they have to be that every single time, but I'm not expecting you after a loss of a game to go out and spend it in whatever he did and mess around.
Party.
And then the fact is that he did not get fired, and Gruden did. Like, Gruden's emails came out. Now, I know they were bad, but it's the fact that Gruden had emails like from 10 years, overspanning 10 years, and gets fired like that. And Jaguars like, oh yeah, this guy messed up. Whatever, keep him in. He hasn't been winning anything for us, but keep him in.
Maybe right at the season, see what happens. I don't know why they hire Urban Meyer in the first place.
Yeah, it
is what it is.
I feel sorry for Jaguars fans. I really just feel sorry for Jaguars, Lions, and Texans fans right now. Those are the three teams I feel sorry for.
All three of those teams, the worst run is definitely, and the worst team I think out of all of them is the Texans. Yeah. How they have 2 wins is beyond me.
I don't know. Like they look so bad in that last game.
And again, they beat the Titans, so
how? This season has been so weird. I don't like Steelers tie to the Lions. Now, understandable because Steelers haven't been consistent at all, but
NFL, and I saw this. Someone was like, the NFL got what they wanted. Every team is mediocre.
Except for Cardinals.
Every team is going to be the same, like.
Except for Cardinals.
Especially in the AFC. The NFC is a little more spread out. You got the Cardinals, Packers, and Buccaneers at the top. Maybe the Rams if they get their crap together.
Actually, see, the thing is over the few years that Stafford has been in, or that's how you say his name. Yeah. He was with the Lions. Now, I think we realized how big of an impact he had on the Lions to realize how bad they are now without him. Like, you take Matthew Stafford out of it, and they can only win 1 game so far. They're 10-1. Like, you got to realize how big this impact of him made. Now, in Rams, it's been iffy with him because I don't think he can connect with any of the wide receivers due to the fact that none of them are on for at least a couple weeks. Like, they're always on and off. Like, Cooper Kupp was like out, and
he's
then
the number 1 fantasy,
Yeah, he's just like out and in and out, and it's like I'm sure.
Odell, you put him in to replace Robert Woods. Well, you thought they would be a trio.
Yeah.
Robert Woods gets hurt literally the day of the Odell signing.
Yeah.
Odell.
He's okay.
You still haven't seen him.
He's just he's not the prime Odell that the one season with the 3-finger catch. He's not that Odell. He only had one season.
Other than that.
See if you
player too.
I would say Odell had one season, great season, and that was it.
The Giants.
Yeah, like one Giant season where he made the 3-finger catch and got noticed.
And
then that was it. That was it. After that he hasn't been good at all. Like, well, I shouldn't say good at all.
Eli Manning made him.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's over, boys. It's over.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next time.
Yeah, we will set it. And Adam is out of here. But yeah, so I don't know. To be honest, I'm right now just all on the Aaron Rodgers and Kyler Murray train. I'm on those 2 trains. I want to see Cardinals versus Green Bay for like the semifinals. Now, I don't care if it's Buccaneers back in it, but like I still want to just see Aaron Rodgers finally get one to go out on, or like switch teams on, because
you're not seeming to understand here. Let me just make it very clear to you what is happening. Okay, the NFL has not been. It's a secret for the NFL.
Yeah.
We all know the refereeing struggles and how they don't throw games They do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
They try and do it.
Bill Belichick is paying off the refs again. Oh, sorry.
We are setting up, and this is the NFL right here. The NFL.
For another Tom Brady win? Oh.
We are setting up for a Buccaneers versus Patriots Super Bowl. That is what the NFL wants. That is what the NFL thinks is going to bring in viewers. That is what the NFL wants. Because, hear this. That game was like, I think, the most watched Sunday Night Football game ever.
Yeah.
So they can recreate that in the Super Bowl. Brady versus Belichick for all the marbles.
But you can't.
Who will win? Clash of the Titans, you know.
Yeah, but you can't now because, see, here's my one reason you can't. Oh, sorry.
Don't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah, but here's my reason that you can't recreate the first game of Buccaneers and Patriots. It's not at Patriots Stadium again. It's just not. See, because that meeting was because
Patriots have gotten a lot better though.
Yeah, Patriots have gotten a lot better. But my thing is the fact of you can't recreate the feel of Tom Brady coming back into New England and that happening. Like, you can't recreate that, like, anymore because it already happened. It's over. Everybody's done with it. They're done. They're good. Now everybody wants to see, like, a Cardinals versus Titans or something like that. But, like,
I would like to see the Cardinals in the Super Bowl.
I want to see the Cardinals like get a redemption arc or something.
Yeah.
Like I want to see Cardinals have a good season because it's like they seem to have get close, very close, and then again our Steelers stopped them. So
Ooh.
I forgot about that. But I think it's like a redemption arc for like the whole Cardinals, which would just be so cool to see. Like Cardinals actually finally bring it together one season and finally get it. And then J.J. Watt just comes back just for the Super Bowl. And then it's a Steelers versus Cardinals Super Bowl. The Watt brothers final. Because we realized that if Steelers and Cardinals were getting it in the Super Bowl, Steelers have DJ and TJ. And Cardinals have JJ.
That could work.
Could work. And to be honest, but the matchups I would like to see is Green Bay Packers versus Bills. If Bills actually kind of got good again. Like if Bills got good again, that would be a good Super Bowl to see. Bills versus Cardinals. Green Bay versus Titans. Like those.
If I learned anything, I was watching the ESPN documentary about Tom Brady and the Mirror, the new episode that came out today.
Yeah.
It is basically Tom Brady reliving and sharing his side of all 10 of his Super Bowl appearances.
Yes, because like everybody cares.
This week was the first loss to the Giants.
Oh yes,
he doesn't see all that. Relive all that, and Michael Strahan was on. He was literally talking about, how the Giants, no one thought they were going to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year. Yeah. No one thought they were going to make the playoffs until, like, right near the end.
Could we see a Washington football team victory? Could we see a Washington football team victory?
They just, like, freaking imposed their will on everyone and was like, So, like, thinking about that, there are so many teams in the AFC, and even the NFC still, that could creep up. And it doesn't even have to be one of these juggernauts.
Football team. Football team. Football team. Football team.
I was thinking more along the lines of the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, the Indianapolis Colts. That would be a nice redemption arc for Wentz. Carson Wentz.
The Vikings. I was just joking about that, but for the Colts, I'm real serious.
Yeah.
I think that they're better than the Titans. I think that they're better than a lot
Washington
of other teams.
football team Super Bowl.
I think the Colts have a real chance of going to the Super Bowl. Honestly, I think they have.
They turned it around. I think
better chance than the Ravens.
Yeah.
Better chance than the Chiefs.
Better chance than the Titans.
Patriots and Bills might be the only ones standing in their way.
Titans.
And even the Bills are like iffy.
Titans, I would say, are the how the heck are you still there?
Derrick Henry.
But he's out. Yeah. See, here's also a team that needs to ring.
Okay. They could be first seed right now still.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my thought on a few teams going into like the second, like the end of the season here.
Yeah.
The teams that need to rethink for next season. We all know the Jaguars, the Jets, but I'm not going to worry about them. I'm worried about the top teams here. I'm talking Carolina Panthers because CMC's not going to get it done for you. He's not going to do it because he keeps getting hurt. And bringing back Cam Newton
was going to cut him though.
Yeah.
He's shown to come back and do good. I mean,
yeah.
if
he's good, he comes back, does good. But it's the fact that that's kind of the only driving force sometimes of their offense.
Yeah.
Cam Newton coming back was
But then again, you have to realize he's only had so many weeks in that system to figure out everything.
Only so many weeks. What? Did they change up the system after like 2 years?
They had a new coach.
Oh, yeah. No, it would be a new system then.
So you have to.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was just making sure because that Photoshop was very good. When they made it, it was the best Photoshop. It wasn't like he was on the team before at all. No, it couldn't be possible.
Why would he be on the?
What? Why would he come back to a team at all? Like
going to the discussion, teams that could change up, and
football teams look on the up and up. Heineke seems to be getting comfortable now.
Okay.
In the past few games, it looked like it.
I think that could see some very, very, very big changes. Packers.
Yeah, Packers.
Because you have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams that both are like, I'm out the door, kind of like this is like I'm done after this, This is like
but then all of a sudden they get closer to the end of the season. They're like, hold on a second,
let's have to wonder that if they can go the distance.
Then all of a sudden they're thinking, then maybe in their heads they're thinking, hold on a second, maybe we can do this one more time. Maybe we can.
And I remember at the beginning of the season, they both posted like a Michael Jordan, like The Last Dance.
Yeah.
Reference to the Michael Jordan thing.
Oh,
both Devontae and Rodgers posted that like right before the season. Everyone's
but
like,
my man, Aaron Rodgers is just a walking meme. Because at the one point when he was getting sick, like I remember this perfectly. It was the Cardinals game on Thursday Night Football, and it was Cardinals versus Packers, and he was getting hit. As he's going down, he looks straight at the ref, going. As he goes down, it was perfection. He was just like, "Hello, dude." So yeah, and then so awful.
Any other teams that could change?
Yeah.
I
Cowboys.
Want to think about this because we could see some Saints changes.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll stick. Cowboys. I don't know if Cowboys would change.
See, I'm saying change
you have
as
to
in.
Think about the Browns. If something happens, if they can't do after all this hype, so many years in a row, if they can't even make it back into the playoffs,
they have to figure out a new plan.
What does that mean for Baker Mayfield?
It means maybe Carolina picks him up.
Carolina trades for Baker Mayfield.
Oh, and then we get a redemption arc of Cam Newton with the Browns.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be weird? But you get rid of Baker Mayfield, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of what they've been doing this whole time. Unless they could get a rookie QB, that is going to be because they were at the bottom. They're finally creeping up.
We realize this next draft class is going to have the epicest QBs ever. You got Ritter. Okay, so I'm saying Ritter's kind of more like a Josh Allen. He looks more like a Josh Allen because he kind of runs a little more than that. Kenny Pickett is just Kenny Pickett's his own class. You can't compare him to anybody. That's the thing about Kenny Pickett is you can't compare him.
He slings.
Yeah. But the fact is that then he can also run and fake out the whole entire defense at the time.
And then we got Sam Howell.
Yeah.
You have the guy from Liberty.
Yeah, you got the guy from Liberty. Yes.
Who else?
Do we? I don't see. See, the problem is I don't see Sean Clifford. I see Sean Clifford as a.
Sean Clifford will not get drafted.
No, I don't.
Let's look here.
Do we say the Alabama? I think we do it. What happens is Alabama becomes like Tua Tagovailoa.
Yep. Ratings.
What
let's see.
if the Maryland QB, Tua Tagovailoa's brother, comes
Now, we're
into the
gonna look
NFL
at-
scene and knocks it out of the park?
Here we go. Looking at rankings right now from the first website.
Kenny
I
Pickett,
pulled up.
number 1? Oh.
Number 1, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Number 2, I forgot. Number 2, Matt Corral, Ole Miss.
Oh, yes.
3, Malik Willis. That's the Liberty guy.
Liberty guy. Yep.
Yeah, 4, Carson Strong, Nevada. Haven't heard of him too much.
Who is he for?
5
Nevada?
is Sam Howell with Carolina. And we're really going only top 5.
Where's Young?
If we
Where's Alabama's
look
quarterback?
here, he probably, I don't think he's going to go into the draft. He probably will wait like at least a year
Yeah.
more, probably.
But also,
And if we look here, we're going to look at this other ranking. I'll go through them real quick. Desmond Ritter, 10. 9, Jake Hayner, Fresno State. I have no idea. 8, Will Levis, Kentucky.
no,
7,
Kentucky
Caleb
did have a good year this year.
Western Michigan. I don't know. Bailey Zappe, Western Kentucky.
Oh.
Now, if we're going to look
I'm
from
just
1 to 5,
surprised
we have
Ritter's
Malik
so
Willis.
low.
At 4, we have Carson Strong. 3, we have Sam Howell.
Yep.
2, this guy has Kenny Pickett number 2, and they have Matt Corral at number 1.
Okay. That's not
So
too
really,
bad.
those 2 are going to be like
Flipping.
neck and neck to see.
Where's the Wake Forest quarterback? Because I think he's a sneaky pick that could come in a little bit in later rounds and surprise us.
Which one?
The Wake Forest quarterback, because he looked decent.
I didn't see him on the list, so
Yeah.
maybe he's like a real late round pick or undrafted.
I would say
type thing.
he's like a 3rd round pick, to be honest. But he's
Yeah.
he's a good 3rd round pick. He's like a late 2nd or early 3rd. That's kind of where I'm sitting him at, because he's one of those ones that is kind of hiding.
Yeah.
He kind of hides.
So
He could be
right
on like
now,
a big
we're just
bed.
just looking at like CBS,
Yeah.
their projected mock draft type thing, who
Yeah.
they think each team is going to pick. Right now, they have Matt Corral going number 3 to Houston.
So
Let's keep.
so one
Kenny Pickett at
Uh-huh.
number 9 to Carolina.
now I thought he would go to see if he's going to anybody, he's going to the Lions or he's going to the like
Carson Strong is projected to the Steelers.
oh.
And we have one more. It is going to be Malik Willis to Detroit.
Wow, Ritter's not even in the 1st round. Now, if Ritter wins the championship, that would make his draft stock go way up.
Probably.
He would probably
Probably,
be in
and
the talks.
He's probably one of those that are going to be like later round.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Third,
But
fourth,
but
fifth.
those are good
He's
later
like-
rounds. They're
He's
probably
one of those people that can like go down and climb up.
yeah. He's like a
almost like
Zach
Tom Brady.
Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance. I say those guys because they're not doing too much this year, and they kind of look like a college quarterback still. They're rookies, but yeah. None of them lived up to the hype. Justin Fields are actually finding his feet this year. Justin Fields is surprisingly finding his feet. But with that, so we all know football. We all know jerseys. We like jerseys. So there's a lot of alternate color rushes with football that come out every year. Same with soccer and with hockey. And there are some new ones we would like to share with you.
Now, which one do we want first?
We would like the Minnesota Wild, please. We'll get the new one. Well, we'll get my first reaction to it.
Okay. You have not seen the Minnesota Wild one. Let's. Here we are.
Watching stream here. Let's bring it up. Ooh, oh. Huh.
This is for the Winter Classic.
That actually, you know what? I actually kind of dig
throwback
it.
type thing.
I kind of dig this one. I kind of dig
If
this
you
one.
look, you can see the C.
Yeah. I really do
zoom
like
out.
the Minnesota state right in the middle there. I think that whole thing in the middle looks
Same
very
outfit,
good. It goes very well with the rest of the jersey.
I like the nice little color of the gloves and
Yeah.
the state of hockey.
It just
That's
goes
a-
together very well. Goes together
I
very
think the
well.
color. I like the colors how
Yeah.
they work together.
It's a nice shade of green. It's like an evergreen color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the Wild. Crazy.
Yeah, it's very surprising. I
Out
can't
of 10,
believe it.
what are you giving it? I'm gonna give it a 8.
I was gonna give it an 8.5, due to the fact that it surprised me, and it goes together very well. But it's not like that 9, like a blow me out of the water. Like 9 and 10 are blow me out of the water. Everything. It's like it's sitting there, almost there, ready.
Mm-hmm.
Just needs a little bit more, I think, somewhere, or a little less, to be honest. Maybe take the lowest stripe on the arm away, and maybe it'll look a little bit better, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you know what? Looking at it again, I'm gonna bump it down to 7.5.
Yeah, I'm thinking what's really killing it is the arms right there. The arms are kind of killing it because I think those are too many stripes on the arms.
Maybe this stripe here isn't necessary, but like you have to have something here. Or it looks bare.
I think what you do is you just put the red stripe there. I think it would look a lot better with just a red stripe on the top.
Okay.
So yeah, let's look at some of the next ones here.
Which one do we want?
Do we want Tampa Bay? Do we feel like Tampa Bay?
You want Tampa?
Let's look at Tampa. You know, the surprising thing is a lot of people like these, but
Yeah, I'd like the collar. Look, you can see the nice little collar texture.
I think it's
They
a
always
bit
have some
plain
cool
though.
collars.
I think it's just a bit plain. Because like
it's pretty much all white with
yeah.
a lightning bolt.
And the thing is the lightning bolt doesn't go all around. Like
Yeah.
I could see it if like
Oh yeah,
the
look,
light.
it's like
Yeah.
in the front.
But think about it this way: if you put the lightning bolt with the letters, had the letters the same way, and then just put the lightning bolt there and around the jersey like that, and then made the bolt white,
That could work.
it could work. It could work. But
Yeah,
that would
this
just look
blue.
slightly better. Oh,
blue.
navy blue. Oh my gosh,
Make
that would
this
look
blue.
beautiful.
Make this white.
Yeah. Oh, that would look even better, to be honest.
Oh. There you go. Hire us.
Just, I mean,
What are you giving this? I'm gonna give this a 5.5.
I'm going to give it just a straight 5. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like it's
it's
right in the middle of the road. Like it's okay.
This is not one I think I'm gonna get.
No, it's not one where you're like, oh my gosh, that whole like Dallas Stars was beautiful. Like that Dallas Stars lime green right there, color rush.
This is like so great.
It looks it looks so nice. Like, and then so I think we save the Nashville for last. I think we go with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Go Pittsburgh because we have Penguins, Devils, and then the
Excuse me.
Predators. So you want to go Pens?
Let's go Pens. See, here's my thesis on this. This is good. I enjoy this one because I think the white one looked okay, but this black one just goes very well with the way it is. Because the Pittsburgh going across and it was white, it just didn't seem right. But then they put the black on it, and it's like, yes, you can put minimal stuff when it's just a black color because it's just like, it just works. It works together. It's simplistic.
I wish they would have gone RoboPen for this. That would have been
that would have been epic. They missed an opportunity there. You could be like Minnesota Wild, I mean Coyotes, except better. Oh, okay. So ratings for this one, I'll give my rating first. I want to actually say this is a nice 9 out of 10. A nice 9 out of 10 because it's very simple.
I'm gonna agree with you.
It's a nice simple jersey, but it works like that because it's nothing too much, but it's just enough. It's not overkill, but it's just enough. To elevate, I don't know what would elevate it because I think like you would have to get a totally different jersey to elevate it to a 10 out of 10. You would have to make it completely different. And that's why I think it's just nailed on the dot with just the black. That's all they did. They just changed it to black. So that's my thoughts on that one, really.
Yeah. So 2 more.
2 more.
Devils.
Let's go to the Devils.
Get ready. Just get ready. It gets better. every time I look at it, but it's still not the best.
Okay, first of all,
It's a jersey that says jersey.
So you see the roots. You see the roots on the side. Take away the roots. Take away the roots. Take away
21
So you see the big 2 lines on the outside and just the center line. So you take the second one down and the fourth one down out. Those 2 lines better right away. And then we take the Adidas crap off. On the top shoulders, take that Adidas crap off. Put just regular white shoulders. And then And then since it's a devil, let's put a devil head in the middle of the jersey with jersey on the bottom. With jersey with a devil head.
I'm just having a hard time figuring out what the 21 counties is doing over here.
And why is it on the base of the jersey?
What?
and then legacy. What? Why is the strings the legacy and then the black is a new era? It makes no sense. The new era.
Also stupid. The C is on this side when it's normally on this side.
It just looks awkward. It doesn't look good. This kit earns a 3 out of 10 for me. I'm coming out of the base 3 out of 10.
I'm going 2.
I'm going 3. I'm a little bit generous. I'm feeling a little bit generous because it's Christmas time, but still, that is a butt-ass jersey.
Merry Christmas, New Jersey.
Oh, people are going to hate me. People are going to hate me.
Moving on to Nashville.
Okay, the reason why this is so good, reason why it's so good, is it looks just like if you saw a old soccer jersey, you would understand because it's a sweater type soccer jersey, old jersey, but then also it looks like the older type of hockey jersey too. It works.
This is kind of taking inspiration from their away jersey with these nice little a stripe across the middle.
Yeah.
I think these letters I don't know. The numbers are just
if the numbers were outlined in black, it would look a lot better.
I like the numbers
Oh, yeah, I can see it. I was thinking maybe outline it in something different, just a nice little darker shade, not even really too noticeable, just to make them pop a little bit more.
Okay.
I think if you did that would work, but that's my only peeve about this. It works because even though the Smashville on the front is different lettering, but it so good as in it doesn't care what it looks like. It just is great.
The only criticism I have of this jersey is the
C being so far over.
Maybe you put it over here. I feel like it's a little crammed over here.
Yeah. You bring it over two C's over and you're good. But this jersey out of all the ones that came out is probably the best because it's so simple.
And look at the nice little gloves here.
I know. The gloves go so well. It's an old time jersey. The back looks beautiful. The front gives it character. The front gives the whole character of it.
It represents who they are.
Yeah.
They are Smashville.
It looks nice. You know what?
I can't give it perfect, but 9.5.
9.5. I'm going to give it a 9.7.
9.5 what?
9.72.
Going to be 9.73.
Okay, I'll take 9.72. You take 9.73.
Okay.
But these it works. It works. It's nice.
I like it.
It's just customized nicely.
This versus this in the stadium series.
As I look at it now, it just looks better every time you go to any of the other jerseys. Now, the close runner, I have to say, is the Pittsburgh Penguins, to be honest. But it's two opposites, because it's Pittsburgh Penguins simplistic, Smashville just off the wall. It's unique. And if they keep Nashville for everybody on the back of the name tag,
no, this is just
yeah. But if they actually kept Nashville on the back of the jersey, it would actually even give it more character, to be honest.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Have an alternate without anybody's names on it. Because you know them by numbers, so you don't really need to see it. there's our take. That's my takes on it. I mean, you had some takes
That's
too.
all I got.
Yeah, that's all. For time here, I think NBA needs to be talked about a little bit here. NBA.
Oh, okay. Steph Curry.
Uh-huh.
He's 16 3-pointers away from breaking Ray Allen's record
Nice.
of most 3-pointers in career, and they play tomorrow night, Wednesday. So
He could do it right away.
ESPN was debating whether he's going to do it tomorrow or not.
He's gonna do it.
16 3-pointers in a game, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He's going to have to break Golden State's record,
Uh-huh.
trying to beat the NBA record if he wants to do it tomorrow night.
I mean, he's gonna do it in 2 days. Give him 2 games, and he'll do it.
We'll have a new 3-pointer. Congrats.
I think he's gonna get post up at least.
LeBron's Lakers are fumbling. They're 12-12.
Yeah, they're not. I heard LeBron wasn't doing really good. They couldn't. The people that was defending them couldn't really think, hoping he could miss, but he missed half of them.
He's missed 12 games, and they're 5-7 without him.
Yeah, so. I mean, to be honest,
7-5.
LeBron brings a lot to the team, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, but.
You got a difference of 2 wins though.
Yeah.
With or without him.
Yeah, I know. It's still the same. But I have some different news today. I have an update. Yes, you heard me right. It's back. The Champions League is on the move again. And today I have the rankings after a couple of matches here. And tomorrow Zenit will play Chelsea. Juventus will play Mainz.
Man City.
Benfica will play Diamond Craig. Atlanta will play Villarreal. Wolfsburg will play Lille. Salzburg. Man United will play Young Boys, and I'm rooting for Young Boys. Bayern will play Barcelona. To be honest, I think Barcelona finally actually has a shot with Xavi as manager now. But
how's Messi doing with PSG?
they're sitting right under Man City. Man City, PSG, RP Leipzig, and Club Brugge in that order in the group stage. We have with 12 points going to Man City, 11 points going to PSG, RP Leipzig on 7, and Club Brugge on 4. Then we have Liverpool totally trouncing the Group B over Atletico Madrid, Porto, and Milan. And then we have Ajax over Sporting in Portugal team, Dortmund in 3rd, Busquets in 4th. It's a Saudi Arabian team. This is sad. We all put F's in the chat for this. Real Madrid's in 1st again. And then it's Inter, and then it's Sheriff. I thought for everything, Sheriff could do it. I wanted Sheriff to pull it off. Oh, it feels so bad.
Apps have been put in the chat.
Sheriff. And Shukr Dunn is 4th. Bayern Munich is over Barcelona, and then Benfica and Dynamo Kiev. Surprisingly, Real Madrid Man United is on top of theirs. We're over Villarreal, Atalanta, and Young Boys. Lille is on top, the French Lille, over RP Leipzig, Sylvia, and Wolfsburg. But I have a comment to make. This is the group to watch due to the fact that Lille is only on 8 points. Salzburg is on 7. Sylvia is on 6. Wolfsburg is on 5. So anybody can literally win a game and tie or go over the first spot.
Yeah.
In the group. And then Chelsea and Juventus are tied in their group for first, and they're 1st and 2nd, and over probably goal differential. Chelsea got top with 12 points, tying Juventus with 12 points. Zenit from Russia is 3rd with 4 points, and then Malalo is 1 point. So they tied Zenit. So it's looking up for the teams we want to get in. I personally want a underdog story of Sheriff. To be honest, I want Sheriff to all of a sudden pull it out, but let's just hope they can even get into the round of 16. We're praying for him. But that's how everything is setting up in the Champions League right now. To be honest, Man United, I don't know what's going on with them. I think I'm going to make a personal video about that I have to talk about that. Like, I have to
What's wrong
dissect what has
with
happened at Man
What's
United.
wrong with you?
Because Man United lost
gosh.
versus Liverpool 5-0.
Oh my gosh, I just realized two things that happened. We have some news to discuss about hockey still.
Yeah.
One thing I want to bring up about the Olympics, and then one thing about football still. I just remember this. I'm sure we're going to forget a bunch
going
more,
from
but
one
real
football to another football, let's bring that back. Let's
We'll
bring
bring
the other
football
back. Real
Okay.
quick, do that.
Three things. We'll take this one out. Adam Schefter reported this week that Ben Roethlisberger has told people that he is going to retire after the year.
Okay. They got to do some wheeling and dealing to get Kenny Pickett, at least. Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett. And then, Ritter's not a bad second choice. None of the top 10 are really not any good choices, but Kenny Pickett's kind of like my number one right now. So go for him. Keep him in Pittsburgh, boys. What if Kenny Pickett's purposely failing some stuff? Like, purposely goes, I don't really want to, and just like, hangs up the phone on, like, some of the topper teams, and then all of a sudden Steeler calls him. He's like,
are you saying that he
this.
could pull an Eli Manning?
Could he do it?
I don't know. He's originally from New Jersey now.
He's originally from New Jersey.
He doesn't really have, like, that Pittsburgh, like, you have to, like...
But he's played at Heinz Field before, so...
Yeah.
We think he's ready. Because he made it feel like his home thing. So when I love the saying on his last home game. This is the last time we will see Kenny Pickett in a Pitt jersey on this field. Could we possibly see him on another one? We do not know. So yes, we could possibly see that happening. But on to other news like hockey, or we're gonna bring back hockey a little bit here.
Let's go to the Olympics real quick for hockey.
Oh, the Olympics.
Group 1. Group A for the Olympics. It's a juggernaut, kind of.
Yeah, it has Canada, Germany, USA, and China.
Yes.
China is going to get their butts handed to them.
They are.
So they either have to take out China like really fast or move them to another group. Because they're about to not even get a point out of the group. Like, because you got USA and Canada in the same group, and that's just bad right there. You add Germany into it, which has done pretty fairly well over the past few years. That's the group to watch. And then you just got China.
They now have Leon Draisaitl for Germany. You're just like, you know.
That's
going to be a fun group to watch.
Well, on to some other hockey news.
Okay, quick rapid fire stuff. I don't know if we talked about this. Montreal Canadiens fired their GM. They are horrible this year.
Oh boy.
The Flyers fired their coach.
And a dog pooped on the logo.
Yeah. So to recap, Montreal Canadiens horrible this year. Fired their GM. Flyers fired their coach. Horrible this year. And the Islanders are just horrible, but they haven't done anything. Probably just because of Corona. Basically, that's why they're bad. They lost like 8 of their players.
Yeah.
And you
can't really do anything about that.
Yeah.
Like Penguins, except they totally crushed the crap out of Tampa Bay Lightning in the first
game. Islanders might have dug themselves a hole too right now.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they can really get up out of that hole.
Can Seattle Kraken come out of a hole? Can we see a comeback of Seattle Kraken?
Would we?
Any other rapid fire things that we need to go over really quickly? Since we are in the rapid fire section.
Okay. Brady Tkachuk became the captain of Ottawa. I don't know if we said that.
No, we did not.
We did not say that. There's that. Basically. Oh, okay. Vancouver.
Yep.
Cleaned freaking house. Yeah. Their fans were chanting "Fire Benning," so they fired the GM after like 2 or 3 weeks of this going on because they are so bad. They fired their coach. They're bringing in NHL analyst Bruce Boudreau, who last coached for the Wild before Billy Guerin came in, and just restructured everything. So Bruce Boudreau, he's coming into Vancouver, hoping to change things around. They have an intern GM right now. Lastly, Flyers. The name that is appearing for their search. Here's an interesting thing. Flyers. Hypothetically, the name that everyone's saying is Todd Reirden. I mean, not Todd Reirden. Todd Reirden. Um, 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 um. I can't. Assistant for the Pens. Rick Tocchet. He's an analyst right now for TNT, but those things can just. I'm done. I'm going to coach. They think he could be the coach of the Flyers. Flyers trade for Phil Kessel by December 23rd in time for Flyers versus Pens.
And they still lose.
So Phil Kessel on the Flyers versus the Pens with Rick Tocchet. Rick Tocchet, in case you forgot, he's the Kessel Whisperer. There's that.
Kessel. Okay. Any other?
Oh my gosh.
We're coming up with more.
Okay. This is not hockey. This is going to baseball now.
Oh!
We have a lockout in baseball.
Oh boy.
So right now, what that means is no baseball this year. They have until whenever, really, to figure out a new collective bargaining agreement, and that's really with the league and the MLB Players Association. They got to agree. And I think really the main concern is money.
Yep.
Like always. Because there are so many teams, because like you have those lower market teams, like the Pirates, for example, who are struggling because there's no salary cap. Their owner doesn't have the money really to pay, and you can't persuade him because he doesn't have enough money to persuade 100 so many million. I mean, at one point their payroll was less than freaking Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have those lower market teams struggling, like they can't climb out of that hole. Maybe. In a bit, they might be able to get some money and stuff, change ownership, something like that. But the quick resolution really is to get a salary cap, and the MLB really they don't want that. They don't want that at all. And really, I think this is my big concern: salary cap for a team, my team, like the Pirates. I want them to be good, but they can't be good because you have teams like the Dodgers
paying everybody buco
will
bucks.
waste all their money. You have teams like the Astros, the Red Sox, the Yankees, who have so much money to fling around
that none of the Pirates can't even get money.
So those teams can continue to be good because even though there's a luxury tax over like $280 million or something like that,
they could literally just pay that off.
They can play it. They can pay it.
They're just like
it's not, But like you create a salary cap, and you see what happens with these other leagues. Literally every other league has a salary cap.
Except for MLS.
Besides maybe like MLS.
Oh, there's one more thing we have to talk about. Two more things we have to talk about, actually.
Oh. And it would just create a fairer game, a more interesting game.
Yes.
And to be quite honest, might gain profits again.
Yeah.
Like
all of a sudden we start evening out the playing field.
We could do that. Yes, that helps.
And
I think that's really what we're really working towards here.
Yeah. Well, back on to Pittsburgh news, and so we have been out for a while, which means that we have missed something pretty big with the Pittsburgh Penguins going under new ownership, or actually has been bought out by Liverpool. And guess who also shares a little bit of it? LeBron James. LeBron James is now part owner of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Here's an interesting thing I want to tell you about this real quick before, if you want to go more in depth. Mario Lemieux and Ron Burkle bought the Penguins in about 2000, I believe, for about $150 million.
Yeah.
At this point in time, they're selling the Penguins for around $900 million.
Woo! But they're probably going to keep some of the shares too, though. They're probably going to keep a little bit.
3 Stanley Cups in their entire time as ownership. They're still going to be like minority owners or something,
Yeah, they're going to be the small ones, so they could still stick around. Because you need the name of Mario Lemieux on the Penguins. You cannot have that name without Penguins. I mean, you can later on, but I don't think like if he like just part ownership, and just have the Lemieux there, like Steelers with Rooney.
Yeah.
But to go more in depth, it's a organization that owns Liverpool, and what happened was LeBron James bought some shares in this organization, or bought a part of this organization, which then they went and decided to go and buy the Penguins when they saw they were open. So they then took the opportunity, which then made LeBron James and the owners of Liverpool that those
money,
which is really what's just happening right there. Also, and by the way, Newcastle went under new ownership. I totally forgot to mention this ever. And this is a thing that actually happened. They are richer than Man City and any of the other teams right now because this man is like worth $5 billion or something like that. He's worth a filthy amount of money. A filthy amount of money. Which means that they could probably start signing. We could probably see some big signings in this upcoming year for Newcastle. So could we see a Newcastle rise like Liverpool and have a great manager that brings in some people? Who knows? But on to other news. MLS playoffs are going on. We have to do a review.
Portland versus New York City FC.
It's New York City FC versus Portland Timbers. Now, I have to say, I am actually surprised this time because I thought New England were going to do it. But then again, I did not watch enough of games during the regular season to tell. So I just thought the most dominant team, and you usually can tell, but usually you have to watch a little bit because some of the lower teams are just more dominant than that top team. It's just you don't realize it in the actual ranking system. Though I should have known because New England Revolutions usually fall off every single year. But we had Philadelphia Union versus New York FC. Now, here's my thought process. I think Portland Timbers are going to have a very good chance coming into here because New York FC only looked decent against Philadelphia Union. I say that because they really didn't have an attacking prowess as I thought they would. They didn't really attack like that. It was all a lot of Union just attacking them, and they were on the defensive end. Then again, it could put like this MLS season is probably the hardest to tell who's going to win because a lot of the teams have been up and down this season. A lot of them have. Portland Timbers been up and down this season. None of them have been consistent as like last season, as we could see as Columbus Crew was just going to come in and destroy. Now it actually might be a very good close final, but I'm saying Portland Timbers will come out on top.
See, I'm gonna root for New York City.
I'm gonna root a little bit for New York City, but I think Portland Timbers are probably gonna take a little bit more control of the game at times because they still are that defensive team that likes to do the free kick stuff. So they're a quick fire team, like I said with Orlando versus Portland. Portland was going to have to get a few free kicks. That's kind of their keys to winning. Now, keys for New York FC bring the press. Like, press them like crazy. Don't leave the pressure off. You can't leave the pressure off, or they're going to attack like that because they're still that team. New York FC, you need to win the battle up front first. I don't care about the back. You can win the battle in the back all you care because you do that every single game. But you need to win the final third where the defense of the other team is. You need to win that battle right there and the middle of the field. You need to control the middle of the field and the higher ends of the field because those are your kind of like technically first defenders and your goalie is your first attacker because that's how you build at the back. But those are their keys to win is press high, really try to put Portland under some pressure. Like, put them under pressure. Like, do not let off in this game. You want to grab anything, any junk goals, and put it in the back of the net. And that's really the keys to win it again. It's going to be a different one. It's going to be two teams that can take chances and turn them into opportunities. They're very good with that. Like, it's going to be very good. It's going to be close. It could go either way. It's probably going to be decided by, like, a free kick. To be honest, it will probably be decided by corner or free kick. So watch out for that. If I predict that it actually is going to go to a corner and they win,
another prediction.
We
all know what happened. Didn't Portland win?
Yeah, Portland won. Portland won the MLS coming back tournament.
And that was you.
Columbus Crew won. I said Seattle was going to come back at the last few seconds and look okay, but still couldn't do it. What did they do? They started coming back at the end, but couldn't do it. So we'll see about this one. This is a toughie one. This is a tough one for me because I didn't do too much review on this.
Which means it's going to be
because I wanted to go in blind. I wanted to go in a little bit blind on this one because I wanted to. I didn't want to really break it down, so I actually had to win. I want to have a little chance here to actually get it wrong now. So. But we're going to be starting giving you more videos soon. We're going to try to come out with some more content. I'm going to give you the Man United update and breakdown of that whole Ronaldo, like, bad transfer and everything, like bad transfers and stuff.
Yeah.
And thoughts on that. I'll also give you, after MLS, we'll do a review on the MLS thing. We'll bring you podcast. We'll try to get up more on these now. We're going to bring you more. So please have a happy holidays from all of us at the Steelman if you don't watch any of our other videos.
Oh.
Ho, ho, ho. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say this. Stay Steel Strong.